Have you ever met someone who flipped your entire world upside down? Just when life was already a mess? Maybe you were healing from heartbreak, overwhelmed by responsibility, or feeling lost. And then suddenly they arrived, intense, magnetic, familiar. This wasn't just any connection, it shook you to your core. It felt divine, but also terribly inconvenient. Welcome to the twin flame encounter. Powerful, mysterious, and almost always badly timed. But what if that bad timing was actually divine timing? What if your chaos was the perfect soil for your transformation? Twin flames don't come to complete your story. They come to rewrite it. This video will explore why twin flames show up when everything feels broken, why they arrive in your darkest hours, not your brightest ones, and how their arrival, though painful, is exactly what your soul needs. Because sometimes the worst moment is when your soul is finally ready. Let's dive into the sacred chaos together, and make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss more content like this. Number 1, the illusion of bad timing. We often think there's a right time for love, a time when we're healed, stable, and ready, but the soul doesn't operate by the ego's calendar. Twin flames arrive when your soul is ripe for radical change, not comfort. As the bad timing is often when your ego is weak and your heart is wide open. You might be going through a breakup, career crisis, or emotional breakdown. That's not an accident, it's divine orchestration. Your twin flame arrives when you can no longer fake who you are. In that vulnerability, the real transformation begins. The timing feels wrong because your soul is ready, but your ego is terrified, and that contrast is what makes the journey sacred. Number 2, the soul's agenda versus the mind's expectations. Your mind wants safety, predictability, and logic. Your soul wants growth, truth, and expansion. Twin flames don't align with comfort, they align with purpose. So while your mind screams, "Not now," your soul whispers, "Yes." Now, this connection bypasses logic and cuts straight to the core. It exposes your wounds, desires, and soul contracts. You didn't attract your twin to feel safe, you attracted them to evolve. And that evolution requires surrendering to divine timing, not your own. So when things feel chaotic, know that your soul is in motion. And your twin is the mirror to your soul's highest timeline. Number 3, you needed to be broken open. Often we only awaken when something falls apart. Pain forces us inward, toward introspection and growth. Twin flames often come when you're raw, exposed, and questioning everything. That worst time becomes the womb for your spiritual rebirth. When your outer world crumbles, your inner world becomes visible. Your twin comes in like a flame, burning away what no longer serves you. They mirror the parts you've avoided, denied, or buried. This isn't cruelty, it's sacred confrontation. You had to be broken so your true self could emerge. And your twin was the one soul brave enough to do it. Number 4, catalyst for soul acceleration. Twin flames are not just romantic partners. They're spiritual catalysts. Their presence accelerates your growth in unimaginable ways. But acceleration is messy. It looks like breakdowns, arguments, and identity crisis. If your life was calm, you might never face what you need to heal. That's why the twin flame enters at the worst time. It's the most fertile time. They stir everything within you: childhood wounds, karmic patterns, ancestral baggage. They push you toward shadow work, inner child healing, and awakening. Their role isn't to fix you, it's to ignite you. You don't meet your twin when you're ready, you meet them when your soul is. And the chaos? It's the fire you rise from. Number 5, clearing karmic luggage. When your twin shows up, so does your unhealed karma. Old patterns resurface, toxic relationships end. Unhealed trauma demands attention. Why now? Because your twin's frequency activates the truth. And to align with that truth, your past must be cleared. Think of it like soul surgery. It's painful but cleansing. The worst timing reveals what's still stuck. It exposes what can't come with you into union. You're being purified, not punished. Everything that breaks is making room for something divine. Your twin is the mirror and the flame that purges the past. Number 6. The role of emotional chaos. You may feel emotionally unstable after meeting your twin. Suddenly, you're questioning your entire life path. You feel both ecstatic and devastated, sometimes within the same hour. This chaos isn't mental illness, it's spiritual upheaval. Your soul is shifting, and your heart is expanding rapidly. The emotions are messengers, telling you what's been ignored or numbed. Your twin cracks open your emotional body so you can truly feel, and feeling leads to healing. The worst time is often when your heart is finally soft enough to receive truth. Don't fear the chaos, it's your soul waking up. Number 7, divine disruption is the invitation. Your twin doesn't come to fit into your life, they come to rearrange it. Their arrival disrupts everything you thought you knew. Jobs may fall away, friendships dissolve, old passions vanish. But this divine disruption is actually a redirection. Your twin flame shows you who you truly are, and that truth often can't coexist with your old life. It feels like destruction, but it's divine intervention. You're not being punished, you're being realigned. They are the wake-up call your soul requested, even if your ego didn't RS. Number 8. The separation is part of the timing. After that intense union comes the separation. Often, separation follows soon after meeting, and it feels like abandonment, but it's not. It's divine timing again. You need time apart to integrate the lessons, to grow independently, to reconnect with yourself. Separation isn't a pause. It's a spiritual assignment to learn how to love yourself the way you once loved them. This time apart is sacred, not wasted. It brings maturity, healing, and soul alignment. But even separation is perfectly timed. Number 9, healing is not linear, it's divine. You may think, why now? I was just starting to heal. But healing doesn't happen in a straight line. Your twin flame shows you the next layer of healing, the hidden wounds you didn't even know existed. Yes, it feels like regression, but it's actually deeper integration. The twin flame journey takes you to the roots, not just the surface. It's not about healing quickly, it's about healing wholly. That worst time may be when your heart is finally open enough to go deeper. Healing with your twin flame is divine work, and divine work always happens on divine time. Number 10. You were always meant to meet then. Despite all the pain, confusion, and timing, one truth remains. You were meant to meet exactly when you did. Your higher selves agreed to this timeline before you were even born. Every event, every heartbreak, every delay, it was all preparation. That meeting wasn't a mistake, it was sacred activation. It may have felt like a storm, but it was a cosmic calling. The worst moment was the gateway to your greatest transformation. Your twin came to awaken, not destroy, to remind you of who you really are. You weren't late, you weren't early, you were always right on time. So if you're wondering why your twin flame came into your life at your lowest, know that it was no accident. It was divine orchestration at its finest. They didn't come to fix your life, they came to ignite your soul. They are the mirror, the flame, the storm, and the calm, and their timing, though painful, was always perfect. Your soul chose this path. You are not broken, you are becoming. Your journey is sacred. Your pain is sacred, and your love, that's eternal. You didn't meet them too soon or too late. You met them when your soul was finally ready to awaken. This video gave you clarity. Like and subscribe. Let's walk this twin flame path together. But sometimes the worst timing is actually the most divine.